What's going on, guys? Here we go. Here we go. So Bitcoin, $10,300. Look at that. It's coming back. Who'da thunk it? Everybody knows that this stuff isn't going away. Even the people who tell you the stories in the news, they know it's not going away, but it's a game to be played. Nevertheless, the most circulating volume is Tether. So for those of you who don't know, people typically buy into Bitcoin, and it depends where you're at in the globe. A lot of countries aren't trusting the dollar, and so though they get into Bitcoin, they want something that's valued at $1. It's a unit of measurement they've heard about, and they're used to trying to think in and trying to get a hold of. So USDT, Tether, $52 billion is the liquid sloshing around in it within the last 24 hours. Bitcoin, $41 billion worth of liquidity pool is sloshing around in there. These are big numbers, guys. If somebody said, oh, the Department of Defense or so-and-so news is getting fined $10 million, is getting fined $1 billion, is getting fined $6 billion in aid. Look, $52 billion in Tether. The world's moving away from the dollar just by that. Bitcoin, $41 billion. Ethereum, which is literally the thing that everybody's going to hear the most about. Ethereum, 22 billion. Billion with a B. A biggity billion. In the UK, retail investors. They're not interested in derivatives, you guys. They don't want any of the Wall Street products because the thing is, eToro, who is kind of leading all this stuff, one of the main executives says that the UK can ban the use of Bitcoin crypto derivatives. It's going to have minimum impact on their business. Because what they've seen is maybe 2016, 2017, they wouldn't have thought that. But they see that all these people who are coming on here creating an account and starting to trade with eToro, 87 to 90% of them learn to take their money out. Learn to take their money out. Maybe they're storing it on a hard wallet, more than likely, onto paper wallets, digital wallets, on their computer, just anywhere where it's theirs. Because investors are starting to understand that owning their own wallets and transferring crypto, they can't. They can understand that if they can't transfer it out, then it can't be real. Makes sense, right? That's happened with my bank accounts, like stupid little things. And I'm a citizen. None of this should even have a problem with me. But when it does happen, it is a life-stopping problem. With more than 10 million users worldwide, eToro is one of the largest trading platforms on the planet. Okay, so they can see that people are starting to investors are losing interest in derivatives. Derivative is something that derives its value from something else. Everybody's starting to see that the thing that everybody really does want is continuing to go up in value, while those derivatives things and all these proposed little knockoffs are just a simple, they're flattening out. Everybody realizes that they don't care that much right now about them. Coin shares. This just comes from a similar project to the one that this gentleman had been working on, which is a good thing because you see when people leave one project and go on to the next, you can see the effects that they create. You can see the history, you can see the background. They're kind of vetted in the fact that they do believe in this. They're working on this. It's a revolving door, and that's better for them to stay in this crypto blockchain, new decentralized revolving door than a revolving door in politics, guys. So anyways, this one is definitely my not bet, but I think it's definitely the most undervalued. And as you start to see the Bitcoin dominance go away, you'll see these other things start to eat into that market share. And if you don't understand money, this is a great book to help you understand writing. Now, why writing, you might ask? Well, writing simply by the fact that writing is just a technology. It's a very old technology. It's been around for tens of thousands of years. And the first ever writing technology was used for writing was writing about money. So-and-so owes me 5 sheep, this many cattle, yada yada. And so what were they transacting in? Gold and silver. What are gold and silver? They're just elements. They're nothing special. They don't do anything. That's the whole point. They will be here after we're gone. They were here before we were here. It's simple. So if you don't have foundational knowledge of what in your mind you should consider money, rather than just to be told what is money, don't be a sucker. Don't buy something that derives its value from something else, like the full force of freaking lobbyists. Alright guys, take it easy. Have a good one. I'm out.